Hey guys, it's Superpower User Stan back with another video, and today I want to talk about the 5 most interesting things I've learned about the 16-inch MacBook Pro here, now that I've had a few weeks to play around with it, compared to my old 15-inch 2017 MacBook Pro. So let's get to it. At number 5 is the brightness change. The 16-inch MacBook Pro seems to ramp all the way down from full brightness to 0 and all the way back up to full again quite a bit faster than my 15-inch. And the 15-inch is a little bit more gradual, while the 16-inch just goes all the way down and all the way back up again. It was a little bit jarring at first when I started to use the slider, but it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just kind of interesting. At number 4 is the True Tone display on the 16-inch MacBook Pro. And I didn't know about this, but ever since 2018 and now 2019, all the Macs have True Tone display, which is basically the same True Tone as the one on your iPhone. Basically, it takes the ambient colors of the room and changes the display to match them somewhat so that it's not so jarring when looking at the screen. I didn't actually realize that they had this capability, and I was comparing my laptops, the 15-inch and the 16-inch side by side, and I noticed that the 15-inch was quite a bit bluer than my 16-inch because, again, of the yellow lights I've got in this room. So now that I'm used to the True Tone, going back to the 15-inch is quite a bit jarring at times, especially with the extra blue on the screen. And number 3 is the raised touch bar. Now, in all the promotional photos, it's really hard to notice this, but the touch bar on the 16-inch is actually more raised than the 15-inch. And this is because, again, because the keyboard is a little bit more raised and has a little bit more travel to it, they match the touch bar height with the keyboard height. So side by side here, what you'll see is that you have a little bit more of a lip in the touch bar compared to the older version. At number 2 is the keyboard key sizes. Now, we all know that Apple had changed the keyboard for the 16-inch MacBook Pro, that redesigned it, and they had changed the travel height. But what was often less talked about is the actual key cap size. They also shrunk the key cap size a little bit, so the spaces between the keys are a little bit bigger, and it's a little bit easier to type on to feel the distinguishing between keys and keys, so that you're not less of a chance of hitting the wrong key. On the older version, because the keys are so much bigger, it's also often a little bit easier to misclick the wrong key or whatever, or to have less different definition between the keys. The number 1 most interesting thing about this laptop I found this far revolves around the Hey Siri function. When I was doing benchmarks of this laptop, ramping up the fans all the way up to maximum, and I wanted to check the weather or do something on my phone, and I was using Hey Siri, my laptop, of course, responded to my surprise. And when it did, it cut the fans off on the laptop. And that's when I was like, holy crap, what just happened? Did my fans die? No.
Never mind.
What it does is it ramps down the fans to 0 so that it can pick up a better signal or a better sound quality from the microphone of your voice. And once Hey Siri is done, the fans ramp back up again. So I found that was kind of interesting. Anyway, that was just a quick few interesting things that I found about this MacBook Pro that I wanted to share. If you found anything else that's interesting, make sure to share that in the comments down below. We'll see you in the next one.